Good early morning on this just past spectacular sunrise on this departing clouds from the east. High, thick clouds departing and being burnt off as the sun has risen higher now than the departing clouds in the horizon in the eastern sky horizon. And it's a beautiful sunrise here in the Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois. As if I look out to the west and southwest, I see nothing but clear skies. The wind seems to be very, very calm. A current temperature of 66 degrees, slightly humid, but not too bad for early summer and mid-June, right? It's not bad at all. With a high today, it's going to be in the mid to upper 80s, a little bit cooler than yesterday. Not bad. But if I had to guess, I would say the wind's coming out of the west and northwest. It's just barely, I can see the leaves moving on the top of the oak trees. But it's not even strong enough to make the branches move, right? Just barely moving. No flags around, so I can't judge it off of that. But it's a beautiful day here. Beautiful start to the day on this, I don't even know what day it is. Tuesday? Yes, it is, the 15th of June. So we're directly in mid-June now, and we're starting to peak for mid-June, and we are about to approach late June, if you can believe that already, right? Remember when I used to say early May? Now we're saying mid-June, and about to move into July, one of my favorite months. Not really, I hate July, but I just like the way July sounds. It sounds funny to say July, right? Look at that. We're almost up to 300 subscribers. All my subscribers out there, get your fucking shit together and let's get old Vincenzo out of the 290s. We've been stuck here for about 80 hours. Let's move up into a new stratosphere of the 300 subscriber club. We're sick of being in the 200 subscriber club. Yes, we know it's an elusive club, but we want to go into that 300 subscriber club, right? Let's push that shit up. Let's make some shit happen, subscribers. Come on now, get your shit together. Help old Vincenzo. Let's look at his total lifetime. We've in the 30,000 view club. That's very exciting, right? Watch hours. Remember, we need to be at 4,000 watch hours to get monetized, and that's our goal, so we can reach more people as soon as we're monetized. We're at 1,300, so that's good. We're killing that. It's these fucking subscribers that we can't get, right? Or we can get them, but it's just taking forever. Lifetime, we've hit the 300,000 club in impressions. Very excited about that. We're going to have 1 million impressions and only 500 subscribers. How is that even fucking possible, right? Let's get our subscribers together. You know what I'm saying? WhatsApp, people, I don't even know how you would find me on that. I don't know what the fuck, whatever the fuck that is. 10% of the people are finding me on that. Some Samsung stuff, they're finding me. Facebook, my little bit of marketing there. Google, Android, whatever that is. So that's good. That's how we're getting some people. Tops, source types, views, browse feature on YouTube channel page. Browse feature is good. That means people are searching for us to find us, but they're not subscribing, so we need to hook them in now. We've got them with the beta, and now we need to reel the fish in, right? We need some subscribers. Let's get to that 300 subscribers, or that fucking angry shark's going to come out. Oh no, Vincenzo, if we don't get to 300 subscribers, the angry shark is going to manifest itself into a shark that can swim on water, and he's going to find you, Vincenzo, because the Waco incident, I don't know what he's talking about, Vincenzo. His house was burned down. Look out, Vincenzo, look out. Now, if we don't want that to happen, we need our subscribers to push us into that 300 subscriber zone to push back that shark and keep him in the water, right? We're going to keep a lookout, though, as I drive around Bloomington and walk around the plant. I will look on every brick, every robot. Even as I walk under the overhead, I will be on the lookout for that evil, evil shark lurking in the plant. You know, you never know. You never know. Let's see our age group. The youngster is still steady. Look at that. The 25 to 34-year-olds are starting to overtake. what used to be strong market dominance by the 35 to 44-year-olds, where they had over 60% at one point. But you can see we're branching to the younger people, and that's where we're aiming at, because we need to educate and deprogram the programming, the communist propaganda programming that these young people have, that think you need to go in debt, that think freedom's bad, that think printing money is good, right? And the only problem is we don't have enough government and big enough government, right? That's bad programming. We need less government, freer markets, less taxes. We need to abolish the income tax, right? Because none of us make an income. And we need to be more free. The United States is it's like the 100th freest country in the world for business right now, behind China. China, right? How is the U.S. behind China in economic freedom? It's insane. It's insanity, right? But that's what the communists have done. They have stifled and stripped away and fleeced us out of our money and our goods, right? And our means to get those goods. That's why we have to import everything. Back in the day, if you imported something, you were rich, because that shit cost a lot of money. I got some Italian fucking shit. It's expensive. I got some German shit. Expensive. You had to be fucking rich to import something. Now you gotta be fucking rich to buy something made in the goddamn United States of America. Forgive my language, the Lord, right? How the fuck did that happen? We went from having the cheapest goods and the highest quality goods produced and consumed right here in the United States of America, and we used to ship out our beautiful top-of-the-line goods to the rest of the world. And then when we wanted to import something off of a boat, it was very expensive, and only the rich and the wealthy could do that, because it was a luxury item. You were getting it from Italy or Germany, right? Now you need to buy that shit from over in China, or else you can't afford it, right? Now we get the cheapest, shittiest quality goods imported to us, and we don't make anything anymore, right? And the shit we do make is expensive, and it's a shitty quality, right? Because they need that shitty quality to try to keep the fucking price down, you know? That's what happens when you have big government, horrible regulations, bad capital gains tax, bad business taxes, high income taxes, right? They fucked it all up, and they fucked you up. Now we're fucked. Now you need to get your shit together. Get your portfolios in line, right? You're going to be fucked. Fucked! Moving along. Give you some fucking coin updates, right? We went over the dollar yesterday. We went over crude oil yesterday. We went over regulated pump now from the Fed doing everything they can. Look at this rising wedge. This is absurd, you know? And the target out of a rising wedge is the bottom of the wedge. So as soon as you break out, you're coming straight down there in the Dow Jones, right? At the same time, oil is going to be skyrocketing because the dollar is going to be losing value. Price label. Here's your major support, 34,000. Bam. Clone. And if you break that, you're coming down to 20,000 right away. That's a huge collapse with our industry exclusive drawing tool. You know, this is the same thing Bitcoin did. 36%. Same thing Bitcoin did. It had falling volume, right? You had a crashing volume, right? Then you had an up and sideways huge consolidation for the last 16 months with crashing volume. That's very bearish. Often a sign in a rounding top fashion, as you're seeing here, which is going on the back of my shirt, rounding top fashion. The buyers or the bulls are being exhausted, and the sellers or the bears are taking over the market, and the price is going to come down. And it is. And the first stop on a way down is the 200-day moving average down here at 21,000. And this is just absurd that nobody's seeing this. It's teetering, and it's going to crash. And the Fed's pumping in billions of dollars a month, $5.5 trillion in inflation this year, and it can't do anything because it's done. Look at the volume. It's done. Everybody that's in the market is in the fucking market, which is everybody. And this thing's going to roll over on itself. So be very cautious if you're in the market, because this thing is going to roll over. And as the U.S. stock market rolls over and we have a major financial problem here and around the world, emerging markets might go down initially, but are going to, as the U.S. dollar keeps collapsing and we have a huge financial crisis here, like '08, emerging markets are going to skyrocket as the dust settles and the U.S. economy goes into a depressionary inflation period, stagflation. You're going to have depression with no jobs, food shortages, all that shit, wage and price controls, depressed growth, along with inflation. So that's stagflation. You're going to have stagflation, but in emerging markets that are well better off with manufacturing and savings, those businesses are going to do phenomenal and skyrocket, just like we have the last 25 years. We're going to go down, they're going to go up. Have your money and chips on the table accordingly, because the United States is going to roll over. This is absurd that nobody's pointing this out. This is even more absurd than the Bitcoin rising wedge, which are bearish reversal patterns, and you have a long way to go. My ultimate target within the next couple of years before Joe Biden's out, unless they just make hyperinflation like Venezuela, then this is all off the table. And you might have a $1 million Dow Jones. Yeah, as Vincenzo said, $1 million Dow Jones if you have hyperinflation. But assuming all the money printing, it can't save the markets and put you into hyperinflation because you just roll over, you're coming down, way down here. This obviously, the Dow Jones goes farther, but TradingView doesn't show it for some reason. But you're coming at minimum down to 12,000. You're going to fucking roll over on yourself, hard, fast, and thick, unless they pump you into hyperinflation. But even before they do that, you're coming down to 15,000 really quick as soon as you break this wedge. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace.